Bola Tinubu speaks on how he made his first million. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Mr. Tinubu said he was sent on an assignment to help set up an accounting and auditing system for a joint venture between National Oil and Aramco in Saudi Arabia, but by the time he returned to the United States, he discovered that his account has been credited in millions. It was actually one interview on TV, and I think they were asking the chief or head of the campaign of Jagaban, those campaigning that he should become the president, the chief, should I say the chief campaigner? Is there anything like that? So they asked him, okay, how do you even vote for someone who you don't know his source of wealth? And he was trying to beat around the bush. So they're trying to tell us now that this is how, just like that, he went there to do something. Well, a lot of things should, as in the INEC should really set some ground rules. To me, they should. They should set some ground rules, actually. Setting some ground rules should be, they know better. If you cannot detect a person's credibility, like this person cannot be accountable for some things, sincerely, that person should be out of the race. That's the truth. That person should be out of the race. Then, the office you gave the person to manage, the person is not managing it. Rather, is doing something else. The person should also be held accountable. In fact, accountability should be one of the most important criteria. And they'll look at if this person has been a public servant before. So they're going to start looking at, okay, when or during his tenure in office, was he accountable? Was he held accountable, or he just did things any way he wants and he just went away with it? Let us not forget the fact that the EFCC started working very well recently. This our president introduced probing. There are some people who escaped it until today. They escaped it and that is it. At least now, Buhari opened some people's eyes to what the problem is all about. Yes, people will say, okay, he's not guilty. I mean, he's guilty. But I'm saying yes, he's guilty, or he might be guilty. But on the other hand, he introduced it. So I just hope that at the end of the day, nobody will come and say probing should not hold. There should be probing. So what I'm trying to say is accountability, number one, and some other things. If you're of a certain age, they should put it there. If you're a certain age, you cannot come and run for presidency, for governorship. Everything should be there. Then if you're someone who is, in fact, if you have held a political office in the country before, there are some, as in times, allow somebody else to come now. Not be only you. They should include all those things. A whole lot of other things they're supposed to change. And of course, our constitution should be changed. Let's find out more about this, the news in detail. Please stay with us. We had gone there to set up the accounting and auditing system. It was while on that service that I got my financial break. When I returned to the United States, my employers gave me a huge bonus, which instantly turned me into a millionaire. The bonus was $850,000 before taxes. My salaries were also being paid into the bank, and I was not touching them. At the time, my salary deposits in the bank had risen to about $1.8 million. Asked if he was not frightened by the development, Mr. Tinubu said no. This is because I had a strong grasp of financial matters. I was happy. I bought a house from the money and invested the rest in the US. I was living well. I was living in one of the most affluent neighborhoods in the south of Chicago. Mr. Tinubu said he stayed there working for several years in the United States after completing his degree in Chicago. He worked in Deloitte and Touch before returning to Nigeria to serve as an accounting executive for Mobile. Okay, this story is not really, it is not giving us the juice. There are so many things and questions to be asked, even if this should be a cover-up for whatever. Even if you said, okay, this is it. There are still some, as in, it's still not looking, it's too straightforward. And making money is hard now. You know that making money is hard, yes. Even abroad. Making money is hard. So coming out to say this sincerely, of course, then things were better. I will not lie. Things were actually better then. Things were a whole lot lesser. The taxes were not that much. Of course, it's possible, but it's too straightforward, please. Senator Tinubu, aka Jagaban, will not rule Nigeria. He had ruled Lagos State and pocketed almost all Western states in his Jagaban pockets. He will not rule Nigeria at all. He said he fought to make APC possible by installing General Buhari as president. But all the maladministration imposed on Nigeria, killings, abductions for money, poor economy, etc. What was Senator Tinubu's reaction? This is what I've been talking about. This person is just saying my mind. What has been saying about it? Okay, let's say, people are calling out, the other day, Aisha Yusufu said, about the 200 people that were actually killed in Zamfara. That the Osibanjo did not say anything. People came out and said, for Christ's sake, Osibanjo is the vice president, and you know that the vice president only acts on delegated power. He does not have the power to do really, that office is just, if the president is not there, that is where you function. You are not, as in you are sidelined. People came out to explain that. What about Jagaban? Is he also sidelined? Somebody that cannot come out and say black is black and white is white. Come on, there's something absolutely wrong somewhere. Which means he's going to do even that. Yeah, of course, he has been even saying that he's going to build or continue the legacy which the sitting administration will leave. Which is already a very big red flag. Those who are supporting him, for crying out loud, like I don't even know what to say. I keep asking myself, how do these people support this man? How? I don't have anything against him, but there's some certain things you start to ask yourself questions about, and it doesn't just add up. It doesn't. He kept quiet as if nothing happened. Exactly. What about Vice President Sibanjo? He also did not react because of the perks of office. He's enjoying as VP. These guys do not mean well for Nigerians, but their selfish tendencies seem that, oh God. God, when you're here, I'll give you one carton of champagne. Sir. They call him a thief, and they're all benefiting from the grace of thievery because he made Lagos their homes. Yes, he stole money, but no government agency has been able to track him to any stolen public fund. He left office in 2007, yet he's more of a nightmare to people who have been in government since 1999. A lot has to be found out about him. We can't vote in somebody we don't know. No. We cannot. Nigerians, don't make this mistake. You cannot. Even the sitting administration now, we even knew him. And some people voted him thinking he will change. This one, you don't even know where he made his first money. You don't know. He cannot be held accountable for some things. We don't want somebody who is not accountable at all. We want somebody who is, for every penny and for every resources given to him, he is going to be 101% accountable. Okay? On this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.